If you're watching this right now, you're probably working a job that pays you to survive, but a job that doesn't actually allow you to live. And let's be honest, man, that's painful. You're waking up, you sit in traffic, you go ahead and you work 8 hours, then you go back and sit in traffic again. After you sit in that traffic, you're just too exhausted to do anything else. So all you do is just you scroll on your phone. Right now, let's speak about what really hurts me as a person. What really hurts me is I know that you're capable of more, and you know yourself that you are capable of more. There are many guys out there that are making so much money from their laptops. Some of them are making your yearly salary in literally a month. And maybe you also wanted to try dropshipping and see exactly how to do e-commerce. But what annoys me is people that come in and switch on the camera and tell you guys that you guys can start for free. So in this video here, I'm here to tell you guys exactly how to start and exactly what to expect from a mentor level, and just give you guys like the practical steps you need to actually win. And let's start by the facts, guys. Like about 90% to 95% of people that actually try to do e-commerce and try to do dropshipping, they actually don't see any success. They don't see success simply because they've been taught everything the wrong way. And in this video here, I'm here to debunk all those myths. So let me tell you a little bit about my story, right? First of all, if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Raymond Jamba and I do dropshipping. So I've been doing this for about like 7 years and I've done 8 figures, and there's proof for all of this. So I want to start by sharing my story so that you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? So the first thing that I did was like I started off as a waiter. I was working as a waiter at a restaurant called Ross, and man, I was there for 3 weeks. But literally, like, that memory is still so fresh in my head because it was just so frustrating. And for you, you might be lucky. Maybe you're sitting in traffic and you're driving your own car. For me, I was actually walking to work. But in those 3 weeks, I think I made about 800 Rand to 1,000 Rand. And when I sat down and I actually did the maths, right, things were just not making sense. How could I possibly work for 3 weeks to make like 800 to 1,000 Rand? Like even when I looked at the Toyota Yaris, I was like, damn, that's nice. I wish I could have that. That's how deep it was. But for some of you guys, maybe you already have that Toyota Yaris and you want to get that Merc. You want to get like, you want to jump to the next level. And what I'm about to just like tell you guys will help you jump to that next level, because I went from walking to driving a Picanto to driving a Mercedes to driving the top of the range of the Mercedes, and now I'm living that life. So in a nutshell, man, when I did the maths, I was just like, no, this 800 to 1,000 Rand just surviving off tips only is not gonna get me anywhere. So what did I go ahead and do? For me, I went and I quit straight away. But the only reason why I quit is because I was staying at home with my parents, right? For you, maybe you're no longer staying with your parents and you need to pay rent. So I wouldn't advise you exactly quit. But however, if you have some savings and investments, then there's something that you can do. But stick along, because I will be telling you exactly what you can do with those savings throughout this entire video. So now let's speak about something that really is important for you guys to know before I start actually telling you guys the steps and things that you need to do. Online, when you dropshipping, there are so many different products that you can sell. Firstly, there's like cheap products, there's like mid-ticket products and high-ticket products, right? I just want to advise you guys that like whenever you get into dropshipping or when you want to start dropshipping, please by all means avoid selling products for 200 Rand. The reason why you should not be selling those type of products is because there is a lot of cost behind online businesses, and what you need to do is you need to sell a product that is a little bit expensive so that you can like cover your costs, right? So personally, when you're going out there and you're looking for products, make sure that you are looking for products that like 800 going up, 800, 1,500, 2,000 Rand, 5,000 Rand. Those are pretty much like the products that you guys want to sell. And in the e-commerce language, we call this the average order value. So let's get into the logistics and what many people actually like to hear, but it's not what actually makes people successful. So stick along to the end of this video and I'll tell you guys exactly what actually makes people successful. So the first step, guys, the first step is you need a supplier, right? Why do we need a supplier? We need a supplier because this is the person that is going to actually like give us the product, and then once we get the product, we're able to send it out, right? That is the first step. For myself, I use a private agent called DSFlow. That's something that you guys could check out. I'll leave a link in the description. And then step 2, you guys need to build a premium storefront, right? So you guys need to build a Shopify website that is basically like branded, right? You do not want to be building a website that looks like, cheap or doesn't look like it has direction. So you guys need to be able to build a storefront that is going to present your product well. And then the third thing that you guys need to do is we actually need to find the products that will sell, right? And how exactly do you find products that will actually sell if you don't know where to look? And again, these are the nuggets of like, watching this type of video. For me, when it comes to like looking for winning products, I use a platform called AutoDS. It's beginner friendly, it's cheap. I know whether you have capital or you don't have capital, so many of you guys are not ready yet to pay for tools, but this tool here is only 20 Rand for the first 30 days. So you guys need to check it out. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel where basically I break down and I show you guys exactly how you can find these winning products, so you can go and refer to those videos on how to find winning products. So once you find this product, the next step that you have here, which is step 4, you actually need to run ads, right? So let me explain this to you. When you have this product, right, and your supplier, you're gonna get this product from your supplier, and then in order for you to be able to sell this product actually needs to be in front of a certain people's eyes, right? And to get your product in front of certain people's eyes, you need to either run it on Facebook or TikTok or maybe Google Ads. But the easiest place to start, in my opinion, is genuinely Facebook. So when people see this product, that's when they're able to buy. And that's when you then have a business, because that's how like starting a business works. And that's also the cycle of e-commerce. So people here also like dropshipping, and then they're like, oh my word, what is dropshipping? It's so confusing. What is it exactly? In a nutshell, it's genuinely just like buying and selling products, getting them at a cheaper price, and having a supplier that's able to send it out for you or send the stock in bulk for you, and then you send out the product. So after you run these ads, guys, I'm gonna jump into something that's a little high level, and I need you to focus for this, and don't click off this video if you get a little bit confused, right? Just like rewatch it over and over again until you get it. So when you have this entire system happening, there are things that are called creatives, right? Before we just like move, let me just explain what creatives are for you guys. So creatives are basically like the videos or the images that you use to market your product that you are selling. These are the videos and the images that you're putting in front of people either on Facebook or on TikTok. When you put these creatives out, let's say it's like 5 of them. Out of these 5 creatives, maybe 1 is going to get a purchase, right? And when that 1 gets a purchase, the next day it'll probably get another purchase, and the third day it will get another purchase. So what you need to do now to be able to get to that 100,000 mark, or to be able to grow your online store, is you need to understand, why is this creative working? What problem is it solving? What desire is it attacking? Once you actually understand what product is working, what desire is it solving, or what problem is it solving, you're able to then go out and get videos that speak on the exact pain point. And that's exactly how you get to grow your business. Remember guys, I told you guys that like the steps is what you guys want to hear, but it's not what's actually gonna make you get that success. So to get that success, it simply goes down to one thing. It literally just goes to action. You have to be able to take action. I am so confident that I can take a grade 3 student right now, and I am able to push that grade 3 student to follow the steps, and they will get results. So it's not really the steps that block people from getting that success. It's people don't want to take action. You want to contemplate, or maybe it's that traffic that you felt when you're coming from work that stops you from taking that action. But that's exactly what you need to beat, because that's exactly what stops people from actually experiencing success in any industry. It's just like not dropshipping. So now that we're speaking about action, I don't want you to click off this video and go and watch another dropshipping video where somebody is, promising you that, okay, you can quit your 9. There's a lot of people that are claiming that you can quit your 9 to 5s. I want to give you some actionables that you have to do right now. So I have a free training, and yes, I know like at the end of the videos, people are usually like selling stuff, and you're probably like wary. You probably understand exactly how that goes if you've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube. This call to action here is basically serving for 2 people. Listen, if you are somebody that does not have capital, and for some reason you still watched until the end, which shows that you're someone serious, you actually want results, I have a free training that I made for you. And even if you have that capital, this free training is still going to benefit you, and I'd highly suggest you guys go through that. So this free training is pretty much going to show you this step-by-steps that you need to do to actually build your store. So what you need to do is go down to the link in the description and click where it writes free training. Now, if you're somebody that has tried dropshipping, you've gotten sales, but you actually don't know how to grow, you are stuck, you need somebody that's going to give you feedback, you need somebody that's actually going to help you improve your business, I do have something that I call the Ecom Mind Elite. We've taken multiple South Africans to 6-7 figures. So if that is you, and you have capital, and you understand exactly what it means to start a business, just make sure that you are going to the link in the description and clicking that second one. Apply for that mentorship. If we think we're a good fit, what will happen is we'll send you a message and we'll just have a brief conversation on WhatsApp just to qualify if you are somebody that is going to take action or you're somebody that's completely wasting our time. But with that being said, make sure that you're liking, make sure you're subscribing, and I'll check you guys in the next one.